For being here recording. Mike, I want to acknowledge everybody because we just came out of a pandemic and we might be going back. So what I'm trying to say is that we just did. I lost 3 people in the pandemic, so we got to turn up because we could be somewhere else in the ICU unit. We could be somewhere where our loved ones is via FaceTime or sitting outside, but we here together. So the ones that's here and those that's coming.
The title of this piece is Truth Be Told. A rich impression. Neglecting the need to invest when a therapist is the one that you should be hitting up for a session. I guess that's the effects of anxiety and depression. Out here where the lowest of the low spin they last to look fly. Truth be told, their insides are like a rotting corpse, cold to the touch, dying for affection, but never any love. There he goes, trying to catch another woman's eye, out here flexing, making a false impression, yet to learn the lesson. Wonder why? Truth be told, they're only good for one night, not a soul in sight to love them right. Whole time, they're both fucked up in the head, popping pills just for a feel. She's looking for the next to take care of her, keep her warm in that empty head. Meanwhile, she neglects the child, begging to be acknowledged another night. Baby sleeps alone in that empty bed. How can they take care of themselves when they've never been loved right? He'll do what it takes to impress her. She'll do what she can to finesse him. After it's all said and done, they're both out here stressing. Priorities, love. That's the lesson. Self-love can be a wonderful blessing. And that's that piece.
Nice.
So allow me to give you guys a few statistics on addiction in the African American community. African Americans represent 14.2% of the total population in America. However, when looking at the impact addiction and substance use disorder has on the Black community in America, it's startling. According to statistics related solely to alcohol, African Americans tend to drink less, start drinking at a later age, and abuse or misuse alcohol less frequently than other races. However, according to the American Psychological Association, African Americans suffer more negative consequences as a result of abusing or misusing alcohol. Some of these consequences are illness, increased injuries, and negative social consequences. In terms of drugs, 20.4%, or 6 million African Americans ages 18 and older, reported using illicit drugs in the past year, which was higher than the national average. African Americans misuse substances at about the same rate as other races. However, there is a disproportionate rate of consequences, specifically drug arrests, for African Americans. In addition, members of the African American community experience added or additional barriers when attempting to access treatment for drug addiction or substance use disorder. Although African Americans make up only 14.2% of the population and make up 12.5% of illicit drug use, 33% of incarcerations due to drugs are Black Americans. The disproportionate amount of legal and criminal issues and incarcerations of Black Americans due to drugs, using drugs, possession of drugs, and selling drugs, then begins a vicious cycle of additional barriers in the lives of these individuals in terms of education, employment, and ability to find quality of life. This further impacts and impedes progress within the Black community and within Black homes. As we as a society look inward to find ways to create a true equality for African Americans and all American citizens, we must examine our laws and policies related to criminal justice, incarcerations, approaches to addiction and mental health treatment, beliefs surrounding substance use disorder and mental illness, acknowledge existing systemic issues within our current system, and work towards positive change. Thanks.
Give it up for Lisa. Lisa regardless. That's her name, Lisa regardless. So we're going to take a little bit of an intermission. You have to commingle if you want. You can introduce yourself to those that don't. You can get Lisa's information. She got a lot of information. She's full of knowledge. She got a whole lot of things going on. You might want to touch bases with her on the things that she's doing. And Mike just might get ready to bring that heat.